Lopez to pass. Soft spot in the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Still running at the 40. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
This has been a disaster for the offense down close to the goal line. The first snap, they get sacked. The second snap, they're lucky it wasn't picked, throwing that one into coverage. Here you go on 3rd down. You're going to have to throw for it. You better be careful. QB's got to make a good decision.
Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, North Carolina. A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point.
Develops. Phyllis?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Lopez wants to fire. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Throws to the tight end. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but he left some points off the scoreboard there.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Randall. At the 35, he's got room. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Spins away from the defender. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Touchdown, Clemson! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Right on the money. Oh, what a cut! And he's brought down after a nice gain. For a quarterback as highly touted as Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
Caught in the backfield, it's Randall. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
The give to the single back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
The quick out. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Lopez to pass. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
3rd down upcoming for the offense after the incomplete pass. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage, and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Rush is on him. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Clemson is quick to the line.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. They'll run the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep.
And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the
and the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it down the left. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
North Carolina, 2nd.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Lopez wants to fire. Finds a man in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Tar Heels are on the move. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He'll take a shot. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. We're able to get the hit, make sure it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Fires to the tight end. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Lopez to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Looking for room. It's gone. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Motion from the wideout. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Off play action. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 12 over Syracuse. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got it behind the line. It's Haynes. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Back to throw. It's Clumpton. Here's a heat. Finds his man. It's Williams. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Pulls it in. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yeah, and you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this in this drive.
Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He's got the back in the middle. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And he's just going to spike it.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play. Brings up fourth down.
A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. And with 4 seconds left, this one to save the game and send it to overtime. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. And the quarterback takes a knee. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
PlayStation